Our journey has ended completing some of the biggest logs a level 3 can complete. We now move on to the greatest grind so far that will require me to level up in combat. Welcome to the Extreme Collection Log. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Extreme Collection Log series, where we are starting Season 2, where we are now deemed as the mid-level gamer. We started off as a level 3, which these were our end stats, and now everything here is finally going to be leveled up. So with the very first log there, you can see it is the Shazian's armor. It is a very easy log to complete. Yes, it is, not really a fun log to actually be completing, considering, this is the first episode of Season 2, but really, you're going to have to start somewhere, just like how we did with Castle Wars. So, with this in mind here, there is a lot of things I want to try and do in the back when it comes to most of the passive logs. I have gone through every single log once more, because there has been a lot of new logs that have come into the game, and my god, there is a lot of PVM logs there that I know I want to do. Especially one of them that is going to be helping us in the prayer section there, so that will come around in due time, because eventually, if we're going to be making our way over to the Chambers of Xeric, we need to start somewhere, and we need to get some very good gear to begin with. So, we are going to be starting off with the Shazian armor, and just before I do progress with that, what I do want to say is that, 1, the Barbarian Assault is now going to be passive, and 2, the Champions Challenge is not going to be passive anymore. That one there is definitely going to be a green log, and I am going to be completing that in this season here. I'm just not going to say when. You're going to have to wait for the video to actually be uploaded for that. Main reason, well, Barbarian Assault, it's really hard to kind of find people. It's kind of sucks, honestly, but you find people eventually, but, it is a team game. It's hard to find a team. That's basically it. But hopefully I should be able to get everything except for the pet. So I should be able to try and sort myself out there in the future. So without further ado, I got a couple of things I need to try and do prior to actually starting any of the passive logs and the actual Shazian log. So there is one place I actually want to start off at. So here we are in the Woodcutting Guild, where I have 26 of these bird eggs that I collected while I was trying to hunt down the herbivore. All I know is that with these eggs here, I'm going to be getting a lot of prayer experience from here, but there might also be that possibility I might get one of the evil chicken outfits here. And the funny thing is, this is hard to do for me, because I've been at level 3 for so long, and now I'm finally leveling up combat. So once I do this account is technically ruined. I can technically just make another one, but you know what? I'm not going to waste any more time. Here we go. Also, shout out to Logs, who's also an Extreme Collection logger as well. He's already done some of the big ones, but at the moment he is stuck at the Wintertide. So that sucks for you, brother, and stop whacking me with that fish there. Alright. Here we go. Oh my god, please. Here we go. It's done. Yes, I will continue to get prayer XP. There we go. I am officially no longer level 1 in prayer, which is kind of weird for me to say something like that, but, it's something that is very unique for me. So we're going to go through all this here and see what prayer level we can get, and also at the same time, if we are able to, there we go, there's level 4 combat, we are no longer at level 3. Let's see if we can get ourselves the evil chicken outfit, and that should be level 10 prayer. And that is 1150 total as well. Wow. Okay, just a few more to go now. And still no evil chicken outfit. There's 14, 5 combat, and that is all of them. We got ourselves to level 15 prayer to basically start off our venture here. So we are now, as of a level 5, with 15 prayer and just 26 bird's nest. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of the evil chicken outfit, but as long as I can continue on with doing the birdhouses every day, if I actually do have the ability to do so, because I still got a lot to do when it comes to the logs mainly. So if I ever get into that AFK position, I can then try and, well, just go back into doing the birdhouses there, because I do need to keep getting some crafting levels up so I can make the birdhouses. So thank you to SafQ and Logs for coming along. We got a lot of quests to do before we start one of our first passive logs. So let's get straight into the combat grind. So we might as well get a nice and easy quest out the way, because I will definitely need to make my way over to Cannon first. So I do need to complete this quest, which everyone should know, which is the Restless Ghost. Some very great prayer experience there. So we've got all the ingredients here for Hetty. We can now drink from the cauldron, and that is going to get us level 5 magic. So we've now moved on to the next quest, which is the Witch's House. Now, there is a lovely little safe spot method that happens where these bottles are. So if I try to attack the experiment and make sure I'm actually using the correct spells and everything, I need to try and push this experiment to sit into this corner here. It's a bit strange, but it does take a bit of time to try and sort it out. But once you do, now it just can't attack you anymore for the first two. So the beauty about this quest is that it gives you a lot of hit points. The bad news of my end is that if I actually didn't choose to be a level 3 to begin with, I actually could have survived the attack against that freaking tribesman, but unfortunately, I did not. So let's just get some very quick and easy hit points levels out the way, so I know for a fact I don't die as easy ever again. So once we speak to the boy, we can finally complete the Witch's House, and that there is 24 hit points and also 13 combat. I just realized I just missed the milestone level, man. Bloody, oh well, that's level 10 magic done. This is a very, very good quest to get done as one of the starter quests whenever you become a member. We have just now completed the Tree Gnome Village, which means 28 attack, which is, Jesus, amazing. But now I can travel throughout all the spirit trees, so I can go anywhere I go. So now I can work on the next quest I want to. A great quest to get out of the way with a lot of attack experience. That is the Fight Arena done with 35 attack and 21 combat. And once we put the urn into the chalice, that is going to be the waterfall quest completed, giving us 30 strength and 40 attack. Now, that's all I really wanted to try and get, which is the 40 attack there, so I can try and hunt for the rune skimmy. Of course, I can't actually do it here because the fire giants also do have a chance of dropping the champion scroll, so I'm going to have to go to the next best thing, which I'm pretty sure are the what are they called, like Zamorak Warriors, that's in the ZMI area. So we can make our way over there and get ourselves a rune skimmy now. Ooh, there we go, level 10 defense. I can now wear the black armor and most importantly the Slayer helmet, and I got myself an adamant longsword instead of a rune skimmy. And level 20 magic. Oh, I can wear the armor now. Oh hell yeah, I'm definitely putting that on. Alright, well, at least we got ourselves a magic upgrade now. So, where we're at currently, 24 magic attack into a 35 magic attack. We are ballin'. Let's go. Oh, fucking, there we go. Jesus, I wasn't even looking at my screen. Come on. Oh, well. That is the rune scimitar obtained. Now, I'm pretty sure I only have about 1 or 2 more quests I want to complete. One is mandatory. The other one I can just complete just for the hell of it. So I honestly might as well just get that quest out of the way, and then we can go with the final quest to work on the first passive log item. I'm pretty sure after this dialogue here, we're speaking with the king, this should be the next quest done before we complete the mandatory quest. So that's the grand tree done there, so that will be 44 attack, 28 magic, 37 combat, and of course no agility levels because I'm already level 70. So on to the final quest before we start the next log. So this is the final quest that we are going to be completing, which is the Priest in Peril. That should have probably got me a level. Yep, so a level 21 prayer now, which is great. So the main reason why we're going into the Mauritania area here, I don't actually want to start this quest, and then I actually have to talk to him. Alright, just give me a moment. Okay, now I should be able to walk through. Alright, there we go. So, main reason why we are here in Mauritania is because of that building right behind us, the Slayer Tower. The main reason behind that is because of the crawling hand here. Now, I do have level 10 Slayer, and this is technically part of the passive log, which is for Slayer. So, I might as well just get the crawling hand out of the way just to say I have done it. So that's most likely what's going to be happening every time I have to do anything with Slayer. So if we do get the Slayer level, we have the level for the NPC within the collection log, and we just go through and complete it. So I'm very curious to see how many kills it's going to take me at the crawling hand. All I know is that some of the rings are going to be very valuable for me. So most of the stuff that the crawling hand has as the drops are half decent. It's just mainly most of the rings that it has, but hopefully we can be pretty lucky with the actual crawling hands. So let's see if luck might be a bit better than what it was trying to get this bloody rune skimmy. Oh, what the fuck? I got that extremely early. What? Dude, that was only 71 kills, and I got the crawling hand. Alright, well, I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna walk off with this crawling hand, and we're gonna work on to the next passive item, which is still actually a Slayer item. So, I'm gonna have to make my way over to the next area, and you guys will see what we're going for now. So here we are in the next area, which is the Fremix Slayer dungeon. Now, the main reason we are here is because of the cave crawlers. The cave crawlers here are able to give us the bronze boots. A nice little upgrade here for the account in terms of our boot slot, because anything that we currently have really is just the graceful boots when it comes to melee combat. The thing that sucks about this place as well is that there is no... they're actually aggressive. I did not know that, unfortunately. They will poison me, and that's just... honestly, gonna be pretty bad on my end here, so I'm gonna have to try my best to try and safe spot these, but hopefully we can get as lucky with the boots like we did with the crawling hand. Hey, would you look at that? Well, not the 30 hit points. We actually got ourselves to 1300 total, and then we got ourselves 30 hit points. Not bad. And there is level 30 magic. Oh, there we go. Now, what did I get this at? Oh, wait, hang on. My log wasn't showing? Oh, okay, there we go. It only took me, wow, only 35 kill count for me to get the the bronze boots. Alright, well, that's just a very easy log to get. A very good pair of boots for me to actually get. Let me actually get out of here first. Alright, very good melee boots for now. Once I get my Slayer up a bit more, I should be able to get better boots. At the same time, I could just get the climbing boots, but yeah, I'll probably just wait for that. So, with that one out the way, we move on to the next passive log, which, well, let me just take you there. So we are in the next location. We're at the security stronghold. So if you can kind of guess what we are down here, we're going to be aiming to get ourselves the whole skull scepter. It really shouldn't be taking too long. This is actually one of the quicker logs you can complete if you ever feel like, well, if you do want to try and complete this log, it is only a few minutes or so. Again, it is all mainly RNG, but I think our RNG should be pretty good down here. And there we go. Right skull, half of the skull scepter completed. Now we can move on to the next one. Also, just a little fun fact about the Minotaurs here. I remember when these actually came out with a Stronghold of Security back in the day. I camped the hell out of these just to make the simplest GP by collecting the bronze full helms, bring him up the ladder, and then sell it to, I think his name is Pexa? I don't know. It's one of the barbarians that's up there that actually owns the helmet stall. So, well, we've got the right skull. Now on to the next floor. Oh, sweet. Level 20 defense. Awesome. I also just realized as well, I actually needed the 20 defense so then I can actually wear the Shazian armor. I mean, technically I can just get it and not have to wear it, but at least now I know I can wear the gear. Hey, there we go. There's the bottom of Scepter, and there's also a bot here. You would expect level 103 to be here, Jagex? I don't think so. Get to Bannon. Alright, on to the next one. And there is level 40 magic. There we go. Ah, finally got it. Alright, so that is the top of Scepter done. So now I can put it with the bottom, and now we have the runed Scepter. So now all I have to do now is make my way onto the last floor, and we can go and get ourselves the left skull. So let's see if this takes, well, less time than what it did with these. I don't even know how to say them actually, but let's hope we can get much more lucky. Oh, that was very quick. That was much more quicker than the, what's it called? The top half of the scepter there. But there we go. That is the left skull half. So now I can just pick that bad boy up, put it with the right, and then we got this very unique looking skull here. I actually love the design of this. Like, it just the strange skull itself. It just looks so funny to me. Oh, and congrats to this guy getting himself the Zora pet. That's mad. Alright, so once we actually put these two together, I now have the full skull scepter. Unfortunately, it only has 10 charges on it. I'm pretty sure you have to do more of the Varrock Diary in order to charge it a bit more. Eventually, we're going to have to come back here so we can get more of the charges for the Skull Scepter itself with the Bone Fragment. But with that out of the way, I can now move on to... it is 2 more of the passive items for me to collect, which are fairly easy to get, honestly, which is very nice. One of the items I actually do really like because it has a little bit of a fun glitch with the music cape. But you know what? Before I actually get into that, I actually need to complete at least one of the quests in order for me to get it. And I'm pretty sure once I complete that quest, you know what I'm going to be going for. So let's get that quest out of the way. So if your guess was the start of the recipe for disaster, you are very much correct here. We need to go through to get to the part where we need to speak with Pirate Pete, because then we need to go underwater so we can get ourselves some crab pieces, which is the crab claw and also the crab helmet. I'm definitely going to be trying to get those 2 items, especially the crab claw. So, as a fun little thing, if you do have the crab claw and you also have the music cape, wear the crab claw, do the music cape emote, and just watch your wrist go absolutely crazy. Like, you're literally breaking your own wrist. It's so funny when you do it. So, without me talking too much there, that is the start of the Recipe for Disaster quest. And now we got the whole fun part here of going through the cutscene, which you guys won't have to worry about because we'll be going underwater. So, let's get those crab items. On 1kc. Hey, there we go. So, there is the fresh crab shell. That's fucking perfect timing. I literally just decided to type in, I can't get the damn crab claw. 32 kill count in. Then I get the crab claw. That's fucking perfect. Alright, well, those are the 2 items done there. I might as well just go through and complete this part of the quest. And then unfortunately, I've got one more quest to go. And then there's going to be one little long grind before we actually do go and complete the log that we initially wanted to do. So let me just go do that real quick. So let's quickly use the fish cake over to Pirate Pete, and that is his sub quest done. Do we get any levels from that? No, we're too high level from being a level 3. It's not particularly a quest you need to complete, but it is nice to do it, which is the Corsair. Corsair Curse. I think I'm saying it right. I'm pretty sure I'm not there. It's good to have this quest done, and if you can guess where we are going, we're going into the underground, so we can try and get the Shaman Mask, which I'm very certain has got a very high rate for it, so it may take a bit of time. But with the quest out of the way, I can actually use this bank area, which will be very helpful. So I'm not sure how long this grind would actually be. It might be as long as, I reckon, the Crawling Hand, because I think it's a 1 in 1k for the actual mask itself. But it does drop a lot of good items from the shamans down there, so best of luck to us, and then we can work on the actual collection log we wanted to do. So cool. I just got myself the freaking longbone, and I was not paying any attention at all, but the beauty about getting a longbone is that is some very good construction XP at least. So at least that is something from that little log item there. And I think that's just part of the miscellaneous. Yeah, so all I just need now is the curved bone. I've basically got all the deemable bones, or except for the chewed bones, but sweet, longbone. And there is level 40 hit points. Oh, holy fuck. I was not expecting. Okay, I literally had my YouTube going. I did not expect to get, again, an item this early. We just got ourselves the Shaman Mask, and also I'm on the wrong profile on this, on Runelight here, because I just heard freaking TDS telling me about the, whatever. Okay, so I got very lucky with that Shaman Mask there. So that was roughly about 209 kills, and to be fair, for something that is a free-to-play thing, these are very good, honestly. So If you ever want to just get an easy log, absolutely go for the Shaman Mask and get some half decent money when it comes to the Ogress Warriors and a lot of runes as well. So this was basically the last item I needed to get before I can start the main collection log that we're going to be aiming for, which is the Shazian's Armor. Now, it is a very easy log to complete, thankfully, with all the updates they have done with Zaya itself. I don't have to stress too much about trying to get any other favor, so I can just go straight into completing the logs. So let's finally get it done. Intermission Bother here. I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my newest channel members, which is K Fark. And also, I just want to thank everyone for their support for the Extreme Collection Log series with all your likes and your subscriptions as well. I'm hoping by the end of the year, I may be able to hit a goal of at least 5,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, be sure to click that subscribe button and let's see if we can get to that goal. So without wasting any more time, let's get back to the video. So here we are in the Shazian area. All we have to do is just go through each individual tier of these soldiers and we just get ourselves the Shazian armor. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing I just have to be wary of is probably the tier 5 soldier. Yeah, she doesn't have a weapon, but she's level 99. So I'm going to make sure I don't actually get myself knocked out. Thankfully, I got my super attack and super strength. So we just have to talk to him and then we just say, yep, we'll be able to go for a fight. I understand everything. Let's go at it. So it shouldn't really take too long, but knowing my luck here with my low strength and, you know, low combat stats, I think I should have just gotten a bit more out of it, but we should be able to do this pretty easily. And with that guy down, we got our first item, which are the Greaves. Alright, next item, Plate Body. And then on to the next one. As soon as he goes down, there's the gloves. On to the next one. The helmet, and then I think that's the last one, which is then the boots, which should then give us the full Shazian set. Yeah, so it looks like there is everything there, so it's just those 5 items. So now I just have to do that against the tier 2, 3, 4, and 5 soldier, and then we have the full set completed. Well, the whole collection log completed. And as we try to take out the last soldier here, I was going to say let the recall do the work, but we're going to have to take that last swing ourselves. There is the Shazian's Armor green logs. That looks really, really good. It's an easy 25 collection log slot, so you just need to just get done. It's so good. Which then eventually when I go into the Dragon Warhammer grind, I will definitely be most likely needing to use that armor there, but I think with one of the other logs I want to green log, I'll definitely will most likely use that one there. So just before we do end the Shazian log, I do have this reward casket here. I was at like 5 steps for it, but I couldn't do the last step because I didn't have the area I needed to get to. So I actually wanted to get this one completed in hopes we might be able to get ourselves a very good item in this medium casket here. So let's see if we do get anything, and hopefully it's very good. Here we go. Absolutely nothing. All right, well, that's not too bad there, but all I know is that Shazian log is done, and now I can move on to the next easy log. We are not done yet for this video. We still got one more green log I do want to try and get out of the way because, well, for these ones, they are pretty quick and easy, so we might as well get 2 done in one video. So if I have a look into the collection log, we can see we are looking into the creature creation. Now, this shouldn't really take as long. It just really depends on the RNG on trying to get each individual satchel. It shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see how we go with that. but there are two things I do want to complete, one of them being the actual quest for me to start the log, but there is one more thing I want to get done. So since I was stuck as a level 3, I actually couldn't do this simple task here of taking out a sand crab, because that is for the easy diary of the Current. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it because I was very close to leveling up my attack, strength, defense, and I think, actually, I was very far away with range, but considering how high the hit points is of each sand crab, I really couldn't take the risk, so I kind of had to leave this behind. The main reason you do want to try and get the Korean Easy Diary completed is so within this farming patch here, nothing dies, nothing gets diseased, so you don't have to stress too much about losing any of your crops here. So I'm just going to do the rest of it, and then that will... and then we can have that diary completed. So once we jump the gap, that should be the diary completed. So now I don't have to stress anymore about any of this dying on me, but I went to the wrong place. I wasn't actually meant to do that. Oh well. So let's go speak to this NPC, get our blessing and also our unique, well, antique lamp, use that onto Herblore, and that is it. So now we can move on to the actual log itself. So let's get that quest done. So once we finish speaking with the homunculus, that is the Tower of Life completed. Now I have access to all of these little altars that are sitting around the room. Well, all these symbols. Sounds about right. So the only issue is that I need to get a lot of different items here in order for me to get those satchels. So this may take a bit of time for me to collect them all. I'm probably getting like 100 each. So let's just get straight into that while I try to explain more about the Tower of Life. Within the Tower of Life, there are 6 different altars where you have to combine 2 items from monsters in the game to create a new creature. With the 6 new creatures created, you have a chance to get back one of the items you used to create the creature, meaning that creating some of these creatures can be very helpful. As for the collection log, we need to obtain the satchels that each one drops at a rate of 1 in 6.667, and the tea flask which is dropped by all creatures at a rate of 1 in 10. To greenlog this, you'll need to complete all these quests as some of the items are locked behind them. So the question is, if you were to create a new creature, what would you combine? Since there are a few of the NPCs I'm going to have to take out, I'm pretty sure one of them being the giant frog and I think the unicorns as well, I'm going to need something that's going to help me, get rid of them quicker. So my best option is to actually get myself the dwarf multi-cannon. I haven't really been thinking too much about getting the cannon, but honestly, I'm going to have to use this in the future when it comes to some of the logs that really require me to kill a lot of NPCs, and I think we all know which one I'm talking about. I really kind of hope so. So with this cannon here, this should be able to help me out a lot, and I'm not sure if I do have enough steel bars to actually make the cannonballs, so I'm going to have to sort myself out here so I can make a ton of them for now, and get rid of the NPCs that I need to get the items, and hopefully go through to complete the creature creation log. There we go, level 10 range. Okay, so once this unicorn goes down, that is level 20 range. Now we got a little bit more of an upgrade. So since getting the satchels are basically a 1 in 6 or 1 in 7, we might as well try to go for one of the worser ones, which is actually the giant frog legs and the raw cave eel. So if I go through to activate, we should be able to see the frog eel. And I just realized how much of a higher combat this thing is, so I don't think my range is going to do a lot of damage here, but hopefully I might be able to find a way to safe spot this, because it is just destroying me right now. Alright, there we go. And this is going to suck, because I should have brought magic.
Huh?
Wait, are you kidding me? It disappears? What? Okay, so if you take way too long, it actually, disappears. So you need to kill in a certain amount of time. That actually sucks. So I need to go and... I need a better strategy for this. Give me magic. Hey. Okay. So we're going to start ourselves off with the tea flask. Unfortunately, it's not the satchel, but, we just have to keep going because we've got 5 more attempts to go. Alright, big shout out here to Arctic Task, who found this lucky impling. Now, am I going to open this? No. And I think we know why is because one of the logs here for the clue scrolls are not passive, which is the beginner trails. So I'm actually going to hold on to this until we actually go through to open up the beginners there. So if you cannot wait to see that happen, make sure to leave a like on the video. And of course, I had to say a big shout out here to Arctic Task, who is a part of, unfortunately not Oz Unity, but do go check him out, a part of the Task clan chat, which is where I am now sitting at with all the other people who are also getting those log items. So huge shout out to you, brother, and we'll open that in the future. So hopefully I can get something pretty good from that. Please, please. Finally! Oh my god. Now, I can technically kind of say that because of the rate of what it was there, which is a 1 in 6.667. I don't know why it's exactly that kind of decimal number there. But after 31 of those frog eels, I have finally got myself the plain satchel. So now I can move on to the next one, which is the green satchel. Let's get that done. Hey, very quick. There was only 3 unicows to get our green satchel there. That's really nice. So, I think the next one is the red one now. So if I quickly go back into it. Sorry for wasting time here. Yep, red satchel time now. Oh, nice and quick again. That was actually only 4 of those. How do you say it again? Spindine? Spidine. I think it's a Spidine. I think that's right there. Well, another easy one done, and now on to the next one, which I do believe is the black satchel. I should get some food before I actually continue this. Probably a smarter idea. Or I can just get myself the black satchel after only taking out 2 sword chicks. Alright. Oh, that is sick. Alright, so now we have the second to last now, which is the gold satchel. The only issue is that I actually have a fair amount of quests to complete first, and looks like Wolf actually got the gold satchel. So we need to get those quests out the way first, so we are able to get ourselves the next satchel. So let's hurry up and get those quests over and done with. Before I can actually start the quest, I do need to get myself this range level here, which is level 30, but I'm just going to stay here just for a little bit longer, mainly because of, well, how kind of bad the bow is when you just have the base level for your range. So I'm just going to stay here just for a bit longer, just so I have a little bit more damage when I try to get rid of those chompies for the first quest. So once we give Rans here the Cook Chompy, that should be the big Chompy bird hunting quest completed, which also means we get ourselves 40 range. That was actually all planned there. So now I only got one more part to go, which is to free Scratch from the, from the rest of the disaster section there and Lumbridge. And then we should be able to get the one, well, it should actually only just be one of the, what are they called again? The Jubblies, because then we should be able to get a lot from the actual Tower of Life. So, on to the next quest. So, once we use the Cook Jubbly onto Scratch, that is that part of the Rescue for Disaster quest completed. Looks like we don't get any levels here. And I just realized that I needed a raw Jubbly, not a cooked one. I accidentally burnt the second one, but I was just meant to keep that raw. So now we can make our way back over to the tower, but I just need to grab some lobsters first, and hopefully we should be able to get the golden satchel pretty quickly. There we go. There is my gold satchel completed. So now we're on to the last one, which is the rune satchel, and we are completely done with the creature creation. And there we go. That is the creature creation collection log green. That is finally done. So basically 2 of the easiest logs to get completed as an extreme collection logger. It took me so long to do it because I wanted to do everything as a level 3 for the first season, but thankfully that is all out of the way. And as you can see, I do have 2 caskets here. I got an easy and a medium, so I kind of just got these out of the way while I was like leveling up the account and making sure that we can go through to green log the creature creation log here. So I don't want to waste too much for the ending of this video here before we go on to the next log. Let's see what we can get from the easy and the medium caskets here. So let's start off with the easy casket, which we're going to get ourselves a Bando's page 4. Not too bad. That's part of the shared log there. And then lastly, we do have the medium casket. Hopefully it is better than the last ones I have been getting. So let's have a look. Play nothing, man. Mediums give me nothing at all, but who knows? I might be able to get myself the ranger boots eventually. So with creature creation out of the way, we can move on to one of the other easiest collection logs that you can actually complete. So there is a quest I need to complete first though, so let's get that done and then we can move on to the next log.